Sunday's attack on the capital.
To sport,
what a fairy tale story here. There they are, the champions of Africa.
And entertainment and simple tourism with plenty other issues.
Get ready for the roller coaster ride through with day-to-day story them as we dive deep into the heart of the matter.
Every weekday on Slick Television, Channel 37 from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Tune in and stay informed like never before.
The Today Show, only on Slick Television. In the beginning, we God don't make the world, we make the animals, we make the other things. He end up make man, mortal man. We make man first, we males. We first make Adam, was it? And then after some time, he consider say, well, it is necessary for a man not to by himself alone. So he add a female. I create a female, he pull by one of the man in ribs, Adam in ribs, one of them. I mold him, put him into other things, and make woman. We make man get a companion. So the consideration logically and otherwise, it means say a man and woman supposed to live together, supposed to do things in common, anyhow, and not woman to woman or man to man. And further, into religious books. Then tell we say God destroyed a whole kingdom as a result of people practicing man to woman, man to man, woman to woman affair. I'm not a preacher, I'm not a pastor, I'm not to imam, I'm not to any religious scholar. I just basically recall some of those religious teachings where we don't get, even while we were kids, until date, where religious people don't tell we. So, the society today is confused in that regard. Man to man, woman to woman. The lesbian, gay, transgender, and soul community, plus the Tonobo salon already, especially in the traditional and cultural settings and in the religious settings as well. The law, religion, culture, who side them all day in this regard. That's now a conversation in this conversation about the growing population of homosexuality in a salon. First, motivational quotes for you. It says here, a nation is tested not by whom it condemns, but by whose rights it protects. So not so by whether more or less the nation they condemn, but the people whether they protect their rights, whether it be lesbian, gay, transgender, or whether it be any other kind of person, or whether it be whatever. So protecting a particular sect of people against the general good is what tests a particular nation, like we also already. Whereas other countries, they ban them, then they make them illegal. Salon still gets some twist around that. We will come and dissect and unravel or unwrap all of the doubts, and especially in the religious and legal context. After the break, please.
Kotoku, now the easiest way for customer for pay merchant direct from an Orange Money wallet. It fast, safe, and no need physical money at all. Whether not for shopping, for buy food, or for pay for service them. Just pay direct to the merchant in Kotoku wallet and avoid all the stress. It's easy. Just dial #144 *42#. Enter the receiver a mobile number. Enter the amount you want to pay. Enter your secret code. After that, you go receive confirmation message wey go show say the transaction don't go through. But not all that normal, you can also scan and pay merchant through the Maxit app. Open the Maxit app, select Orange Money, select scan and pay, scan the merchant in QR code. The merchant number go pop up. Enter the amount you want to pay. Enter your secret code. Then you go get message wey go show say the transaction don go through. Kotoko na orange money na im give am power.
The bill na 9,950 Leon, sir. One Leons.
Now look at tender.
Okay, well, please help me contact, sir.
I'm more patient.
But do now we want pay with Kotoko orange money on account back to me.
I don't pay like Kotoko. You don't see her?
This night today show, me and Patrick Salia, here on Slick Television on Channel 37. And also on our Facebook page for live streaming, go to Slick TV. Or we website, slicktv.com. Now, remember a video that made round some time ago last year. Remember the Thunderhill video? This video is here on your screen. Let's get it.
These are fake for we. We want to kill them man to man. Get any Christians in this country, now this Thunderhill. If not, let them go do all that.
Open the plancards, Allah, open the cards there.
That video was sometimes last year, towards this 2025, or sometimes earlier this year. I can't remember precisely. But months ago, that video made round on social media, and with so much analysis around them. The latest of such incidents where them religious people and they be the protest against happened just about a week ago. This one, Usai, two ladies got married. They got married, two ladies. When you see them all two, you will feel say the one a man, you will feel say the other one a woman. But no, they are both ladies. That are the latest we come in few days ago that happened. And that was inside Freetonia. So, after that marriage day, we see a community on social media called Pride Sierra Leone. Pride Sierra Leone posted this in honor of that. A newly wedded couple, Massa Mansare and Janet, and he continue say, who got married. Let me correct the grammar. Let me not be a perpetrator of the same grammatical error here. Who got married on Friday. Our family is being released from police custody. Thanks to Dele Ade, immediately they saw the post on social media. They first contacted us to make sure that we try our level best for the LGBTQ people to be in safer position. And to everyone who showed concern and interest towards LGBTQ issues in Sierra Leone, we say thank you. That was what was posted by this group called Pride. We'll get into the details of the Pride and the community itself, the LGBTQ community. And then the Interreligious Council of Sierra Leone. Interreligious Council is made up of both Christians and Muslims. Sierra Leone is a society where it's founded on Christian foundation, but we get majority of the people in Salone, according to census records, when are Muslims. Majority of Sierra Leoneans are Muslims, but Sierra Leone was founded on Christianity. Hence, we get the Christians and Muslims cohabiting peacefully, and has been so like since the foundation of the country itself. So the Interreligious Council, when both Christians and Muslims get them, then put out this press release. They say they don't land with deep concern and disagreement about the marriage with the reports between two women them will take place and we don't go already viral. They say as a nation we fend on cultural, religious and moral values, Salone no go recognize or condone that kind of practice here. They say both the Christian and Muslim the dominated faith, and then the dominated faith in this country, and they clearly continue to uphold them, married them, when a sacred union between man and woman, where I talk about Ali, me not to pastor, me not to imam. When I saw the Bible and the Quran tell me in the creation story that God created man and later created a woman, meaning a companion, and not a man and a man or a woman and a woman. And so the recent incident here, so this recent incident, therefore, they in direct contradiction, they together with waiting the spiritual and moral or cultural fabric that we society say. So then condemn them. Now in third paragraph, then condemn the very act and then say they undermine the moral standards and religious teachings where they preach in terms of peace and harmony in our country for bind we as a nation. So that is the press release from the Interreligious Council. But for some people, this is a violation of the people their own very right. A violation. Say that the rights, they get freedom for do so. And that then at the Constitution of Sierra Leone, Part 3 of the 1991 Constitution, you get freedom of association, assembly, and so much more. For that, I talked to Reverend Usman Jesifona, General Secretary, Interreligious Council of Sierra Leone, with me at the studio. Reverend, good afternoon, sir. Blessing and peace be unto you, sir.
Good afternoon, Salia. I wish you the same.
And Imam Zakaria Dumbuya, when at the public relations, I call you barrister, sir. Congratulations, sir. For the very first time, I'm congratulating you. Imam Zakaria Dumbuya, now the public relations officer or director of communications for the Council of Imams. Assalamu alaikum, sir. I can pass for both pastor and imam in this regard. Well, I just talk first to Victor Idris Alansana, where the vice chairman of the Human Rights Commission of Sierra Leone, all the way from the United Kingdom, where he joined me for talk on this issue. Briefly, let's start with all the way from London. Welcome to the show, Mr. Chairman, sir, Vice Chairman, sir.
Yes, thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here.
I'll talk to you briefly on this subject matter. This already don't come with so much rants, so much arguments, so much debate, so much analysis, and with the community of Sierra Leone bashing at them people and they, where already the Constitution of Sierra Leone give everybody the right for assembly, association, whatsoever. It then at the Constitution, the supreme law of the land. So for UNANA, the Human Rights Commission, is it a violation of the moral, religious, cultural standings or fabrics in the society as put by the Interreligious Council of Sierra Leone, or then they destroy the morality of this country? What's on that, sir? What's in the law say?
Yeah, it's a very brilliant question you ask. But, forget an answer to that question. You get to situate the question in context. What's in the context we get as a nation? Now, in Sierra Leone, the law recognizes 4 categories of marriages. There are 4 different types of marriages where the laws of Sierra Leone recognize. So one, we get the Christian marriage. We get the Mohammedan or Muslim marriage. And then we get the civil marriage, which we normally do registry for civil deed. And then we get the customary or traditional marriage. So all of these are guided by law, or they are provided for by law. The Christian marriage, the Muslim marriage, and the civil marriage, they under what we call the laws of Sierra Leone 1960. Cap 95, where they go for the Christian marriage, Cap 96, now the Muslim marriage, and Cap 97, and the civil marriage. All of them, you find them under the laws of Sierra Leone 1960. Then the traditional marriage itself, not to say because it's a tradition or culture, not just a loose practice. But no, in 2007, the government make sure say the legislator they make a legal provision for them. So inside that law they where now the law where they actually guide traditional marriage is very clear. The evolution sorry. That law the way they clearly protect marriages them we normally contract via the traditional means. It's very, very clear in 2007 because I mean before 2007 the final say a man will just grab one money, we don't suffer, this woman don't suffer with them for so long a time, they just say, oh, I don't want to again. Pack things then go. Or maybe, after the man don't die, somebody else can, whether the man is family, the brother and uncle, they can't keep him out of the house. So the country, I mean government look at things and say, no, this has been, very disadvantageous for particularly women then. So they make them put this lawyer say okay if people are not for married by the four the three other means them or the three other categories of marriages, then you can choose or decide as an African or as a traditional person for married or for contract the traditional marriage. Okay? So that's the law. So any other marriage where anybody contracts or where two set of people in contract, they call a married, it's null and void. Null and void, not valid at all. And it means it cannot be registered.
Okay.
All of those other categories of marriage we'll talk about too.
Barrister Lansana.
They can all be registered.
Okay.
They can all be registered by the NCRA or Roxy Building. They can all be registered. But any other type of marriage with somebody contracts, cannot be registered under our laws. So it means any person will contract any other type of marriage, it don't go against the law. Act within the law. Such a person is lawless.
Okay.
Because you don't act outside of the law. Now, 4 different types of laws that we get with the regulate marriages.
Okay, so between those laws, between the law and the Constitution, which one reigns supreme? The Constitution, Part 3, gives rights to everybody for freedom of association, assembly, and XYZ. And then they act and they now then cap and they don't mention also give rights specification of as to which kind married and how the married and for take place or hold. Between the law and the Constitution, which one supposed to reign supreme, sir?
No, I mean that is not. Look, you see the Constitution. If you look at the Constitution clearly in the first place, it tells you they give different laws than we Salon recognize. You talk about what you call common law, the common law we get from we colonial masters in UK, the British people them. You talk about statutes that are laws that we Parliament they make. He also talk about traditional laws then. So that's why for marriages, we get the Customary Marriage and Divorce Act. Customary Marriage and Divorce Act. Now they regulate traditional marriage. And traditions then of this country, they recognized by the Constitution. So we're going to be very, very clear on that. So by the way, when you talk about then people that get right for belong to an association or for choose or freedom of assembly or association, this get anything so much to do with the freedom of assembly and association at all. This is about marriage. So the guardian of people is not the problem here. No, be very clear. The guardian of guests, them for instance, for make the witness a ceremony, is not the problem. It is not what is in contention. What's in contention now? What's in the called marriage? So that marriage is not recognized by the Constitution.
So for Unana Human Rights Commission, Mr. Lansana, for Unana Human Rights Commission, in summary, before I left you quickly, what's on a position insofar as this issue of homosexuality is concerned, Nasalon?
Yes. So we own contention is that Sierra Leone is governed by laws. They cannot put into use, governed by laws. So anything where somebody do outside the law, that's something where for we concerning. So whether an individual citizen or private citizen or members of, let's say the states, members of government then do, or institutions then do, anything really outside the law, normally it will go against you. I mean, like we will take offense for that. So our position is that those people where they practice what you call homosexuality, I mean lesbianism or as the case may be, they practice outside of the laws of Sierra Leone. They have freedom for go outside of Sierra Leone and get married, maybe in America, maybe here in UK, some other places at the world where they officially or legally recognize such type of union or relationship. But for we in Sierra Leone, the laws do not cater. The laws do not cater for such kind of marriage. I don't tell you already that Cap 95, 96, 97, and the customary marriage in the Divorce Act. Now then they regulate. Now then they give credence to marriages in Sierra Leone. Any other law, or any other type of marriage to contract, is not legal at all. So what's normally what you do? Because human rights is inherent. Like people, because you are a human being, you are entitled to human rights. So what we do, we make sure say we protect people then. We protect everybody, Sierra Leoneans, residents, non-Sierra Leoneans, as far as we are in Sierra Leone. Our mandate is to make sure that we protect you as an individual.
Yes.
So that means, for instance, for those people where they contract, where they go into this kind of marriage, where in the first place it is null and void. For those people, we they say, for instance, if somebody is qualified, say for instance for a job, you are qualified for a job, they don't do job adverts, you don't apply, they're not for discriminate against you simply because of your sexual orientation.
Okay.
In other words, if you are qualified for the job, then you forget the job. If you go get access to medical, you should not be discriminated against simply because of the sexual orientation. Okay, that is our position.
So what of the one they are now waiting and choose for do them body? What of the one they now waiting and choose for do them body? Now it's supposed to be their right.
Hold on, please. Let's learn on this.
Okay.
We cannot promote such a practice, because promoting such a practice would be lawless on our part.
Okay.
Because it is outside
the
laws of Sierra Leone.
Okay.
So we cannot promote such an act.
Okay.
Or such a conduct. It will be unlawful for us to do so. We can only protect them in terms of making sure that because they are human beings, they get access to all of the other rights that any other person they enjoy.
Okay.
I don't see so rights to education.
Okay.
You cannot deprive them from accessing education because of the right, because of the sexual orientation.
Okay.
Or forget medical facility because of the sexual orientation.
Okay. So quickly, Mr. Lansana.
That culture or that practice. That practice is foreign, it is alien, and it is not supported by any law. The only unfortunate aspect of the situation now is that, in as much as there is no law which supports such kind of marriage, then also there is no law which prescribe punishment. There is no law in our country, in our jurisdiction, which prescribe punishment for people who they engage in such kind of conduct. But clearly, the laws then very clear on the type of marriages which Sierra Leone recognize.
Okay.
And they cannot say under Section 171 of the Constitution, the Constitution recognizes different types of laws then which Sierra Leone they use.
Okay.
They cannot say the common law, statute laws then where they come from Parliament, and the laws then practice we don't do over time for.
Okay, that has been made clear. That has been made clear, Mr. Lansana. Quickly before I left you. Yes, that has been made clear already earlier by you.
From time immemorial.
Okay.
From time immemorial, those practices, those cultural practices, we don't recognize as communities.
I want to show you a document.
These are recognized by law, and therefore, marriage, same-sex marriage, is not part of our laws. It is not even part of our traditions. Like your introduction is very, very clear. It was very succinct to example. Whether it is our cultural values or our religious values, same-sex marriage does not come into those values. And the Constitution does not recognize same-sex marriage at all.
Okay.
And all of those 4 laws that I also talk about do not also recognize same-sex marriage.
Going back to the law.
Engage in that.
Going back to the law quickly.
Acting unlawfully. And such a conduct is unlawful, or, that kind of marriage is null and void. It cannot be registered, and the country does not recognize it. And that means, in terms of inheritance, somebody cannot gain under anybody who contracted marriage and they say your partner died. Okay, your husband or wife died. Okay. You cannot claim anything by virtue of the fact say, oh, you are married to that person, we don't die. Because it is not recognized.
Quickly.
So you will be deprived of inheritance.
Okay, I want to round up on this document so I'll show you. In just few seconds, your response in just few seconds. There is this document from a group called Pride. They say invitation to join Pride Sierra Leone Advisory Board team. 7th October, that was last year, just about a year ago. It said, Dear Mirabel and Abdel, I hope this letter finds you well. Pride Sierra Leone is a community gender-based registered, non-profitable and non-religious and non-governmental organization working to promote and protect the human rights of lesbian, gay and bisexual, transgender, queer and intersex LGBTQI people within Sierra Leone through the Freetown City Council. Underline that last part of the paragraph, sir. Through the Freetown City Council. That is a state entity, an entity established by the state, recognizing this community.
Sorry, Mr. Salia. I don't get the author of that document. I actually don't get some part of it.
So this is
who is the author?
This is an invitation sent some kind of to somebody for join a group where they protect and promote lesbian, gay, bisexual, and all that. The letter was being sent to somebody inviting the person to join, and then they are saying that the organization is recognized by the Freetown City Council.
Okay, I get your point now. So now, if the organization is recognized by Freetown City Council, we cannot at this stage, clearly state that yes, indeed, it is recognized, because we don't get the council officer on this program will authenticate or verify or confirm whether in the first place that organization is recognized by Freedom City Council. That is one. Then number two, let's say even it is registered with Freedom City Council. Registered for what? What is the name of the organization? What is the object of the organization? Was it registered as an organization protecting the rights of LGBTQ community? So basically, it's not even, we have to understand from the council's perspective. But then we also know generally, away from even LGBTQ business, we know so generally people in the way they violate laws there. They know clearly that this is unlawful. They still go and do things the way, way they offend the law, things the way are untoward. So there can be laws then, and yes, there are people who normally, they try to beat the system, they try to break the laws then, they do things that clearly we offend the laws then. So that should not be the issue. The issue should be, do we ask, because so I have to say this, human rights are guaranteed by laws. And there are some human rights that are also given by laws. So human rights, of course, we get some because we are human beings. At birth, everybody gets human rights, okay? But then there are those other rights then, where we get by way of statute, by way of laws. So for instance, the right to vote. The right to vote, now it starts by law. Now they give people then the right or the opportunity to say if you vote or if you be voted for. Okay? The one that we have natural rights then, where we be born with. For instance, the right to life. All of these, whether that we're born with them or whether that the law and make provision for them, they are all guaranteed by laws. Okay. And so now laws them also, they restrict. Now laws them, they restrict the enjoyment of human rights.
All right.
There is no, you can, most laws them, most human rights are not absolute, which means that there are limitations in the enjoyment of some of the rights that we know as human rights. So laws them that they guarantee human rights, now laws them also they restrict or limit the enjoyment of human rights. What you need to ask those people is to now let them point at any law in Sierra Leone that clearly guarantee or protect in a way the LGBTQ community. In other words, for instance, we get laws the way they cannot say Christian law, Christian marriage law, Muhammad and Islamic law, civil marriage law, customary marriage law. Do they have any law in Sierra Leone that supports same-sex marriage? There is no law that supports same-sex marriage. So anybody who is into that is clearly against the laws of Sierra Leone. I have just said also that the Constitution recognizes traditional practices that we don't get into from time immemorial. And same-sex marriage is not one of such practices. It is alien, it is foreign, and it is not part of our body policy, it is not part of our religious culture, religious beliefs, it is not part of our traditional beliefs, and it is also not part of our laws. And by the way, in 2021, Sierra Leone was up for assessment. You know, we get the UPR process,
yes,
the Universal Periodic Review process. It is a process where 193 states in the world, they gather and look at what's in the various human rights history, various human rights implications in the countries there, different countries there, and they make recommendations. Say, for instance, Sierra Leone, we don't look at the human rights situation. You don't look at human rights record. Please save them. Make laws the way they B or C where they go towards protecting this or doing this. So one of the recommendations the way some states that they give to we now for make them make sure they say we say let's alone pass laws them where they protect the LGBTQ community. This was a recommendation, but the state no accept that particular recommendation. They reserve them. The state reserve them. So it tells you, and by the way, before any state, before ever they accept a recommendation from the UPR process, they can first, they can do
an assessment. They
can do consultations, consultations across the country. They meet with different communities, different people, whether it's CSOs, whether it's religious council, whether it's journalists, whether it's MDAs. They consult with them. They consult with them and say, these are recommendations from other member states in the world. What do you think? And then whatever way the people now will say, normally they aggregate all of those data or information. Then they go back now UN and say, okay, we recognize, we accept recommendation A, B, C, D as the case may be. We reserve this one. This one we will not accept that.
Okay, via answer now.
One of the recommendations the way that they give to Sierra Leone, will be made to Sierra Leone now for make Salone pass laws them. We recognize same-sex marriage. But Salone did not, we have to be very clear, Salone did not and has never recognized or adopted, or accepted same-sex marriage because it is not part of our laws, it is not part of our practices as a nation, whether culturally or religiously.
All right, thank you. It's nice speaking to you, Victor Idrissa Lansana, Esquire, Vice Chairman of the Human Rights Commission of Sierra Leone. It's nice talking to you. It's a pleasure speaking to us all the way from London, sir.
Thank you very much.
And congratulations, by the way. I saw the beautiful pictures on your graduation, adding another degree to your academic journey. Congratulations, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I want to say, I also send greetings to Dr. Reverend Gesifona, who is in the studio. He's a good friend of mine.
He's also saying hi. Say hi to him, please.
Hello.
I'm sure even in my absence, he'll be able to hammer home the points.
All right. Thank you very much, Victor Lansana.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure.
All right.
Always a pleasure. Thank you so much.
All right. I will also talk to Ibrahim Soro Kamara, when coordinator Coalition for Equality and Gender Sierra Leone. I will talk to him shortly on the line from McKinney. Also, he don't meet with some of them people there, so then community of homosexual there. So we hope for talk to him in a short while. But for now, let's talk to Imam Zachariah Dumbuya, Public Relations Officer of the Imam Council Salone, and Reverend Dr. Usman Gesifona, a double for being a former chairman of the Human Rights Commission of Sierra Leone. Reverend, let me start with you here.
Go ahead.
Welcome to the show again, sir.
Thank you so very much.
So this is the issue. Culturally, religiously, well, we know the Bible clearly mentions, say, God condemned a whole kingdom for practicing such. But person not forget rights to what he for do to embody.
If you want me to give a right clear answer to you, I will say yes. You don't get right for do anything to your body because there is somebody who make your body, and there is somebody who responsible for your living. There is somebody where you are accountable to after this age, in the years back to come after you don't leave this age. And that person they give you this body for use them for the right purpose and be a good steward. And it's very easy for be described on how your body for be used. So if you go contrary, you even not appreciate the person will make you, and what he make you for, and what you will make you stand for. But before going further, I'm glad the way you acknowledge the fact that I was chairman of the Human Rights Commission of Sierra Leone. So when I talk, I back both my spiritual aspect and the human rights aspect of human beings. When the UN they make law, I mean, let's not explain them, but for the layman with the Obayanda, they don't just make law and say the law don't become a law. Then they ask the people them waiting at the country for go back and do what they call domesticate that law. That is come and ask the people and say, this is what has come out, and this is what we can do. The unfortunate part about many African countries, and delegates and what would they send for go represent we at the United Nations. I've been to the UN Summit a number of times in my capacity from the Interreligious Council and Human Rights Commission. It's unfortunate that when most of these of our people go to New York, instead of them being at the sessions, we said they discuss these issues. Then at the malls, and they are doing shopping and bye-bye. They will go in the morning, they register. And it's not just about Sierra Leone, it's about African leaders, some of African representatives.
It's an opportunity to travel.
When they don't sign, they go. It is there on record that you were in that session. So when a law is passed in that session, definitely, because you sign on that document, that we're all in agreement. But if me go on a UN, and then they discuss something I not say not good for my country, even before they pass it, I will let that people they know say, this is not a welcome idea in my country. But because they are not there, they cannot discuss it, or not because of which democracy say, the voice of the minority is heard, but the wish of the majority is carried out. That is what is happening, I do not understand. But for answer your question, yes, you know, mortal man, I go tell you, say, religiously, you don't just go use your body how you want for use them. Because God prescribed for you the purpose, why He make you, and which is good for you and which is not good for you. And therefore, you for live by that standard they because one day.
But there are certain things where the Bible and the Quran equally prescribe, say, God say, we not for do. But yet, when they do them, and then some of them gradually they become a norm in the society.
Yeah, that is disobedience to the word of God. That is complete disobedience to the word of God. But coming back to...
But such people will not condemn them, will not cast them out. They continue to live amongst us peacefully and quietly.
What do you mean we're not condemn them? People the way they live contrary to which in the Bible or the Quran.
Well, maybe even if they don't condemn them, but the society not cast them out entirely.
Well, yes, because sometimes in the way that they do, in order to create so much alarm, in order in contradiction to three values where this country stand for. One, with cultural values. Two, with spiritual values. And three, with moral values. I remember Victor to say something like same-sex marriage. There is no clear-cut law in our country for punish that kind of people in there. Yes. But then I go on for ask the question, why did they arrest commercial sex workers in a beach? Why then the old people, if they mean that they do sexual intercourse in a beach, they go arrest them, they call it an indecent act, and they go jail them? How you see that one day and to somebody say, mean a man or mean a woman, and they go married, me company woman.
Look at these beautiful ladies.
Yes. Mean a man, mean a woman, they can go married with self. What do you get for do? How do you call that incident? How do you call that act? Is it not an indecent act? A contrary to a cultural value, with religious value, and with moral values in this country. And because it is not right, that is why people they stand against her. If there be anything way common, Nobody not go raise an alarm about it. You just don't show we the clip we happen at Tender Hill, where these young people they begin to come up with this gay business at Tender Hill. Not just religious leaders, not the community of Tender Hill, that they rise up, not the religious leaders.
Yes.
The community that they rise up and say, hey, we cannot accept this in our community. And they stand against them and then push them out. And today we thank God, nobody can talk about that kind of situation there in that community there. So again, back to your question, yes, you get your body now, you get them, but remember saying that person make you, and that person they prescribe for you how you for live that body there. If you go contrary to what you expect of you, we'll not go beat you, we'll not go kill you, but the day go come one day we will stand before that God, they go ask you how you account for it.
Zakaria Dumbuya, Imam of Masjid Alamin, that's Limba Central Mosque, that's Sanda Street, Public Relations Officer for the United Council of Imams. Now one of them member, the name officiates a marriage, sir.
No.
Now Imam, now officiate the marriage?
No.
Well, allegedly, let me correct that.
Very
allegedly, now an Imam officiate the marriage.
Thank you, Brother Patrick. Not to an Imam Agladi, of course. Why make full press release or whatever statements when interreligious council no pull statements, we all don't do them together. Even yesterday, we applaud that particular effort because to get ambassador and ambassadors, they may say an auxiliary where they support their activity. That just like the Christian, all my kids are in the Lord's Prayer, we know to pastor. We went and say Imam, not only there for ordaining you, for their mosque. And now Council of Imams will get over 68,000 registered imams. They give you certificates. And we also they give you ID card for saying an imam. We don't go in depth, even the community we don't interview. That man no get ID card, no get mocks, no to ordain person. So now somebody no more capable for just give no more basic. Now you know more. You know, and
but this is a landed person.
What do we understand? No, what do we understand? Get callings and if it pass, then just give us something. We don't have to discuss everything. We dey take responsibility as religious leaders, sincerity in our priority.
But it not been blind though. For say it not been blind man, you go see woman and they married, even if they give something. Landed person, whether not certified imam or not.
Not a landed person, not just basic no more. Like Muslim, anybody can just able for it al-Fatiha. We're not just basic. Marriage, Islamic marriage gets you someone. Where you want for game, where the guy, you get counseling. All this not happen there. It just not left. So we give no more. And things that say we're not straightforward. Video then to the effect. So not to an imam.
But they say any outside gonna call God in name indeed. The Bible mentioned that, Reverend. The Quran said mentioned that day.
Yes.
So and say you get for invoke the presence of God.
Yeah, anybody can call herself, not only an imam. God can accept anybody in prayer. You understand? It depends on how you sincere. You know, and how you prepare yourself for let God answer your prayer.
And for let them pick you, then therefore trust your ability to say, you're not possible will be a leader in this particular area. Otherwise, then don't go take any other kind of person.
Patrick, let me intervene. The United Council of Imam and the Interreligious Council not get any difference. We are all working together in the same interest. And at the scribe of the institution, are they on top of situation of what is happening across the country? In the fact that I'm connected with all of these institutions, and at every level in the country, I get me informants. The Interreligious Council spread across this nation. Now the biggest NGO in this country, where there is second to none. And we get with database of our religious community, both Muslims and Christians, at regional level, at district level, and at chiefdom level.
Not to every imam and pastor registered with us.
No, I'm talking about our membership. So anybody no member, we're not registered with we go do an act. Don't call him an imam. He's not part of us. That's the point you are making. Not to every religious.
But that don't mean say the community don't go recognize him as an imam or pastor.
He's not recognized.
As an imam or pastor?
No. Any community where recognize an imam and a pastor, they have given you the description. He got a mosque, he got a following, and is registered. But if you're not registered, you are not. There are institutions just agreed with are not registered with the Interreligious Council on individual levels. But name them and find them for us. We are connected. Now, take this incident we happened. The story says the guys who are involved in this matter, they came from the west end of Freetown.
Yes. And go Waterloo.
They went to Waterloo. Why leave the west end of Freetown? And go to 55. and go beyond 55 to New London, outside, out there.
In the outskirts of Waterloo.
In the outcast. Not only that, we are always seeing this picture. They went beyond this kind of Jew they talk about. This was an orchestrated something that they planned. They had a bachelor's eve, a whole night of bachelor's eve, playing music and dancing and
normal
drinking.
married ceremony.
Normal stuff.
Yes.
They did that one. And a ceremony was conducted. In fact, there's something that many people do not know. It was not just an imam, there was also a self-claimed pastor for clear the image of the interfaith stuff. I wish the police would go beyond for know who were behind these things. I am of the opinion that these guys are testing the waters. They are big ones.
You say they are testing the waters?
Yes.
You shouldn't feel that they are testing the waters. According to report,
yes,
there are about 90 to 95,000.
But we've never heard about conducting. I know there are gay, lesbianism going on in the country. It's not a hidden secret.
The number might be even beyond this one.
I agree. What I'm saying to you, it is not a hidden secret that these guys are living and they're existing. But for the point of saying we're going to have a same-sex marriage, for me, I say, I'm like, let's test the water and see how Sierra will react to it.
What one I would do, Zakaria?
I say the deeper push for the organization. And the only thing they get for do, they get for give that propaganda intonation.
Okay.
For me, they get like the human rights people there, where they say.
Yeah, I will talk to Ibrahim So shortly.
Don't recognize them, but they will protect them because they are human beings there. So now international attention they want to attract, and at the same time national attention in order to make them get sympathy. Like this brother Ibrahim So
Kamara.
Yes, I talked to him and they say I'm Muslim. And that day, nine they do. So what you hear when say doctor exactly nine. And they try for push, for amplify, for put voice and the activities. Then they do them undercover, they are rejected, they are abandoned. So as they take the risk. And that make for don't wish. As my brother say, then false types of marriages, they are recognized. Because Bible talk and because Quran, because tradition. If somebody go against Quran and Bible, even with tradition, law not for punishment, why make them recognize them by the state for saying a part of the laws them, the common laws, the traditional practices with the two major religions, then they're part of Salon laws there. So no human rights person will tell me for say means nobody for ways to punish them. But they recognize we for say yes, it correct, now laws recognize it's indeed that things the way they in conformity with humanity, with maternal existence.
So that person in a way, when I say claim for being imam, we go officiate Samari Day. When I don't find out?
Whatever, he gone away.
Oh, he escaped?
Yes. Everybody have seen that. They go all out following
our religious leaders are out there.
Yes.
Are looking out for them. We want to see them.
Yes, even yesterday.
We want to bring them to book.
They kind of central yesterday.
We say them. Okay, okay.
Yeah, because for ask the police, because anything government don't take over, we not go just take the laws, the law now behind them. We partner with them now. Yesterday the LUC in our Waterloo side, with them in go at the scene. They do follow up, they say they do honor. And they also tell the imam, say, they self do follow up. We need for interrogate this self-acclaimed imam and pastor. We need for know. Because we believe for say, then they exist, but they are abandoned, they are rejected. The only way where they even forget power, now when they do that thing, there are people them rise up, they get human rights, campaign as them, even government sympathize as them, in order to recognize them. And let God forbid let that not happen.
Patrick, let me use this platform for give an education to the nation of Sarah. The church and the mosques will contract marriage on behalf of the state. That is our responsibility. Contract marriage. And that is why when it comes to divorce, the church and the mosques not get a mandate. That the state get a mandate and they go back to the state and divorce. As our constitution we refer to chapter 3. Yes, it talk about freedom of association.
Yes.
Talk about freedom of religion.
Yes.
Talk about right to do right for right.
Yes.
But there is nowhere we talk about same-sex marriage. And when you ask about the definition of marriage to the office of the Administrator General and Registrar General, or you go to NCRA, you ask Mohammed Masakoy, what is your definition of marriage? Or they already go for civil marriage. I've been to civil marriage, hundreds of them. The way we officiate go tell you, say, this is an act between a man and a woman.
Then they test the people their organs before they go tie them into.
I don't know.
Their organs are not tested.
No, but I'm saying to you, well.
And you see, often when they're married and they happen, you see, for example, this picture.
Yes.
One dressed like a man.
Yes.
And the other dressed typically like a woman.
Yes.
And the other pictures will be already see. The same way. Look at this one again.
Yes.
Dressed like one dressed like a man.
Yes.
They're all two a woman then.
Yes.
And the other dressed like, look at this other one again.
Yes.
The one in front dressed like a woman. They're also a woman then. And the one behind dressed like a man. So typically, they tell you say, well, where did they go for go married self? Even the normal way we want to talk.
Yes.
Even the way with team violence and I mentioned earlier.
Yes.
Their organs are not tested.
Yes.
They know they test their organ them.
All right. Well, we long for the day we'll see that. But as far as me know, there are no separate organs that have gone to that wedding. We get same sex. As far as me know, we will have to prove that.
So if, for example, I'm not saying, God forbid, if, for example, I decide to go marry me company man, and I go to Mr. Mumbashi Masakoi in office, NCI, National Civil Registration Authority, or Mr. Johnson, Daniel Johnson in the office, administrator and registrar for married. Then I decide for change, well, give myself some female looks and call myself Patricia. And my company man gets...
right from the point we say they prepare for dress for good, rather you go condemn you. Nobody will even allow you for doing.
But they're not going to test me organ.
They will not allow you because you don't live in a community. You know Patrick Salia, we don't live in Kungoton. People know you, you are living there, you want to get married, you go hire a motocar, they go inside a motocar for go to the Roxy building. People go tell you, see, that man is not a woman.
Okay, let's talk.
And they will come out in the street and they say, no, this is wrong. They will stand against you. If police don't intervene, you will get mob justice. If you don't believe, try on tomorrow. Try on tomorrow if you go leave the next day. Try on tomorrow if you go leave the next day.
Even the dictionary definition of man and woman is very, very clear. The same thing with the Quran and the Bible, even the tradition. Man and woman. Now somebody will be say everything, the features, everything for be say now woman. Anybody will go to the law. Me believe for say anybody go to the law. You na woman, do you pretend like man, you marry. Na deception that one day. It's punishable by law, by religion.
It matter to anybody. It don't matter to the other go do the deception.
No, by the law itself.
Why say to achieve your purpose?
Yeah, Mr. Patrick, what they say man and woman is very clear. But all these the values of this country,
the organs,
including the constitution, where they say man, the features, everything, not something ambiguous.
So if somebody
very, very clear.
What if somebody now hermaphrodite?
Well, the thing is that if we look,
you can change that.
What I tell for Mr. Patrick, it is not created for.
No, but we all agree say we get hermaphrodites. People that we get man and woman organs, correct?
So
how we going for do with those people?
We know where that instant I don't believe so. Don't get that. We not get that situation. But it is very clear for more people who marry this in this country. Yeah, now somebody will get every features when they say man, man only.
If you have Aphrodite, you have to decide.
Yes.
You have to go with the man. If you're not man, you must go with the man.
Okay. Yes. Let's talk to Ibrahim Soro Kamara, National Programs Coordinator for Equality and Care, Human Rights, something in Makeni. You don't meet with this community where, according to a report, this community is growing, and then between 90 to 95,000 population in Salon right now. Ibrahim, well, I know we have a terrible network, but well, Ibrahim will confirm that shortly. I know we have a terrible network, but bear with us, please. Thank you very much. You could join us all the way from Makeni, sir. How are you, sir?
Good afternoon, Slick Television and Video.
Okay.
And thanks for having me.
How did the meeting they go so far with the homosexual community, the LGBT community in Makeni?
Network.
Yes, I know. I understand. How the meeting so far?
Okay.
Hello, Mr. Kamara?
Yeah, I'm getting you loud and clear. What is the question?
How the meeting don't go so far, or the meeting they go so far with the LGBT community today, sir?
Okay. Actually, that particular figure is even more than that. I want for actually know, let the Sierra Leone population know, see, the LGBT population will actually continue to grow based on one thing, one fact, na nature, not a choice, na nature. And for every year, every month, every week, every day, we they get children where they make decision as to how they want to explore or discover what sex is. So now based on that day, based on that sexual orientation day, and we can get homosexual, we can get bisexual, and we can get straight when a person we na man with na woman he wants. The homosexual can be na woman when a woman he wants, or na man when a man he wants. So it happens every year. So the population is actually growing. In fact, people are still on the ground. People are still on the ground because of us. So we don't really discussion, tradition, custom, religion, all, including the law, all are frowning. So that is why people are still on the ground. But trust me, that figure is even more. And that is why it is very necessary that we talk about it, because this is not nature, not a choice. Now nature, not a choice. Because at the Makinas at the talk, we can get documentation of how they feel being a lesbian, because lesbian can talk so now. Plenty. They don't lose their rights to their family because their family don't discover, say, then now lesbians. So like as coalition, it go very necessary because the population is growing. For let we practice one thing we call tolerance. Tolerance now one key thing. We like me, I don't go say let the holy books change. No, far from it. I'm meeting Papa they pray, myself they pray. I'm meeting people all they pray. And according to Quran, the message don't pass over 2,000 years since we then send us. So nothing only for change panel. What some of we want as advocates, as human rights defenders, we feel say everybody gets in your rights. Now for that we at least give them one thing we call tolerance. Because one, the laws of Sierra Leone, consist of two, as Victor Lassana say, the common law, when from the breaches, now they will take them, when they become. And we get one common law, we actually criminalize homosexuality. We are the 1861 Sexual Offences Act against the person. Offences Act against a person. We talk see any man, M-A-N, any man, a buggery self, any use. The word buggery at that time, we they refer to as anal sex. And that person for actually go life imprisonment. Now that is to come. We don't even make in 1991 constitution. They don't even think about homosexuality. So we still get them all laws there, archaic laws, where they stop, where at least anti-right law themselves. Because by that same 1861.
So why you continue for advocates? Why you continue for advocates for them kind category of people and they? Where you know say there are laws. Why you continue for push for their rights? Where you know say law and they instead of cancelling them, you know say law they way they against that. You continue for push their rights.
Come again?
Clearly, you know say law they against that. So why encourage them for let them go with such feeling, you say nature? Let them continue for exhibit them.
Okay. This is very simple. Very simple. Nature not to they take so easy away from person. That now because of one, now nature. And you talk to they will ever stop and they get for continue for the increase. First and foremost, one thing we will discover because they ask them which religion you belong. Why too many religions? 90% of the one they ask, they either belong to a Muslim or to a Christian. Then they pray. Not that they don't listen to what the Imam they say, but you can't change it because that's nature, now emotional attraction. You can't change it. So what we can do actually for them, now for just like Janet, Massa Mansari in a police station. So now for ensure one, they're not taking calls. Because actually, according to the police report, they are not finding for anything. They're not finding for anything. Then secondly, for ensure say not for the past 3 days, for ensure say if they under detention, they for give them food. You understand? They for treat them free and fair. And that we advocacy approach is very key. And that we they use. Not for say we they promote homosexuals. We just want for ensure the rights the way anybody gets Nastadu. That right we enshrined by the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. The other different rights that we go bend to go sign for let them kind replicate and to we. And like I say, I want to let everybody get. Because as a coalition, we promote equality, diversity, and non-discrimination. Now then we promote. So we don't want to let anybody left behind. We don't want to let anybody left behind. So that is why, as a coalition, we take up this. For let we ensure say the right to freedom of association is being, the right to movement, the right to free movement, all the rights with the passation to the Sierra Leone Constitution. Everybody gets an equally. And also the Bugri Act, the 1861 Act, I think the next day when I invite my lawyer day where we interpret this act fine because I need to learn more. In talk about homosexuality. They not even talk about bisexual. They not talk about lesbians. And the reason why it increase and why we preach tolerance, because you can never know whether you wife or bisexual. Because bisexual, you go marry the wife, but you get girl, they do girls or they do women. You man back in the day, they marry, but they do men. So na three category. Also just lesbian. Lesbian are person we not get feeling for man. Gay na person we not get feelings for woman. So now so we can now so generally people then come. And look, just ask a doctor. Sometimes the doctor will explain more clearly how chromosomes they work. Because that is why you are seeing some people they are male, but they see that every day in the red Timberland and they dress like man. And, you know, gender identity. So at least let we just try for ensure say then people will not discriminate them by nothing. We not violate their rights. We not drive those who don't discover say then as so then be. Now that appeal no me want for make.
Okay.
We don't change any religious column or any religious verse or sunnah or surah. No, we know they change them.
All right, Ibrahim,
we can get a constitutional review or the can review, but not everybody say Quranic review, neither biblical review.
The Quran and Bible, the Quran and Bible cannot change, obviously.
Then we talk of tolerance. Then we can reverse them, we need to review them. But look at the population; it is growing. Now nature.
How now they do the census? How now they do the census for no say the population they grow?
Discrimination. Therefore, not left.
Hello, Ibrahim.
Not a choice.
How now they know say the population they grow? Which method do they use? Which is the census method?
Census record of voting.
How now they know say the population they grow? The LGBT community they grow. How now they do the study for no say then they grow?
It grow at a very high rate. It go at a very high rate.
How now they know? How?
How?
Yes.
How will they grow?
Yes.
I've made that instances.
No, how una they know say the population they grow because una say now we dey between 90 to 95,000 and you don't confirm this not say even they above that. How una they know say the population they grow?
Yes, even they above that because we know to everybody go get for come out. Some people they don't even know. These are things that we no mark 9 face. You know mark 9 face. It is same. You know mark 9 face. Then the reason why it increase as I say earlier on. Because na nature we want for experiment sex because as far as me concerned we all be the picking we almost get where we belong. Sometimes some of you don't big at the age of 10 or at the age of 12 you begin to see my admirer but you begin to look at them pornographic books when we are young, so which means you gender identity not to my day while some man and day we have to sleep together for example because salon get one culture where they need to allow man for play with woman we be young. And they tell you, we the woman there with the finger the picking there. So they encourage an optional idea, and they encourage woman for play with woman, man for play with man. But who not to homo, it will keep woman. Who not to lesbian, it will keep man. So that is show say, that all encounters in the show say, now nature, not to choose and choose, now nature.
Okay.
And nature that you they will pull purpose in.
Reverend Dr. Fona, I want to ask you a question. I get the permission for ask you a question.
Pardon?
Reverend Dr. Jesse Fona, I want to ask you a question. Reverend, you want to go on, please?
Yeah, I just want to ask a question. We say our nature and our feelings. What do you think about that one where they go rape them picking them? That man where they rape picking. No the feelings they get?
That part where they fall in picking?
Yes. Man where they rape picking.
Where they rape picking.
You talk about nature.
You say our nature and our feelings. Okay. So they say we for legalize them because there's a feeling they get. So man, they know one big person a picking they feel for. They feel for they do it.
So they ask if we for legalize that one. They as well.
Legalize them.
Yeah. Yes. I just want to make one thing clear. We want to call gender identity. With gender identity, you get sexual orientation, gender identity, you get sex characteristics. sexual orientation that you emotional attraction we get for the other person. Some big man and they, just as I am, I don't want to be age group. Now picking, now I get feelings for.
So the question is, they for legalize them as a result?
For advocate for them, like could they do for them?
Or for the advocates for them?
Yes.
For them, part of the way they keep small picking?
Yes.
No, we 100% against now child abuse than because they talk for picking as well. It violates the picking right.
So when man they follow man, you know, same as an indecent act.
Pardon?
When man follow a copy man, you know the same as an indecent act.
No, it not be the same. It's different. It's different. When man follow a copy man, in a homosexual.
All right.
When man follow picking, it's different. The time they go different. And when man follow picking, definitely the law the way the old.
It is.
That law they explicit. Explicit. We all know how they don't make picking right. Child Rights Act explicit. But the law we day for we as homosexuals, now law we really vague. I make a word. Why when I invite lawyer, the law really vague. It not say homosexual activity. It say anal intercourse, and the punishment for any anal intercourse, according to the Constitution, we now like a common law we will go from the breaches. And the breaches people and they trust me, they don't change that law they long term.
Okay.
So they go. And by maybe by the 2030, something will get 150,000 or 200,000 lesbian, bisexual, or transgender people. Trust me. Because every now and then, people get different sexuality. Now, sexuality issues. Also, religious issues. These are sexuality issues. I know it is in the Quran. I know it is in the Bible. I know. And in the Bible, where I think I wait for waiting them, God actually destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah. But for ya, now law, the law still laid upon a big law, now vague law. You not talk say they're not for assembly, but because of community they need to for assembly. You not talk say not for form association, but because of community they need for associate. You not talk say you for the picking. But because of which how the parents and the family, they have picking it.
Okay.
So all of these things, now we advocate for that we are all equal. We all equality with the preach.
Okay, Ibrahim.
Now we all get that section 3. We don't want no special rights. We don't want no special rights too. Or just a right way they pass section 3 of the Sierra Leone Constitution or chapter 3 of the Sierra Leone Constitution and the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Lord, just get it done. Then for of course my battery very low as I said, Kenny. For the Interreligious Council, we are not advocating for you to actually review your Quran or your Bible. These are sacred books. But trust me, I don't feel say any family day, once I send a family, we don't get what we move. No deal. So I just say, if we able to get that tolerance, I don't say, if we get that tolerance, it will be very, very fine.
All right, Ibrahim.
Hello?
Yes, Ibrahim, thank you very much. Nice speaking to you, sir. Because of time, thank you very much. And the Terrible Network for multi-day and complaining that your battery is low. Thank you very much. You could speak to us in the show today. We appreciate your time, sir.
Okay, thank you too.
But Reverend say you not get hormone in family.
No, I don't.
You say you not get hormone in family.
I don't.
Me own family is I'm not sure. Anyway, me a large family I come out, so I can't be sure.
My family big past your family, I guess.
Maybe.
I'll tell you.
Maybe.
For now, I don't get on board of the family.
Anyways, but these are his points. We're not hearing points them. But let's go to one particular post from the same Pride Sierra Leone. You see 3 men beating or almost killing somebody, mobbing somebody at the gun, get a rainbow shirt. They say it is a sin. Please allow us to sin our sin. Because you see this sin, it is the best sin ever. The most sweetest sin ever. I will keep sin, this sin, because this particular sin, let's not go further. Not one sin. Let them sin. When allow them, let them sin.
Sin is sweet. No sin or they were not sweet. Sin is very, very sweet. And that's why people they enjoy them for the one. Right? And the sin way they commit, when a God get for go judge you tomorrow, or preacher and talker will left and give you let God he go deal with you tomorrow. But that sin way they commit, where they affect the moral fabrics of society, where they affect the cultural fabrics of society, We'll not allow you to enjoy that sin day. We will tell you say wrong, we will stand against them, we will rise against you, we will speak against you, and we will mobilize the community against you. We not agree change, force will make you change.
Zachariah, Imam,
Yes.
not to then sin. Why not allow people all man get body, all man get your sin. Where Zachariah they go for go sin. We go for go study. We go for go study mass communication. You left mass communication. You go for go study law.
Yes.
Now you're a lawyer.
Law school. I don't accept law school.
Yes, law school. Yes. Now, person you own. What you own?
Yes. Certain Mr. Patrick, as a brother, the senses no they accept deception. God send messengers them and for help guide people them. God also recognize leadership and for help guide people them. There are a lot of things there. If the government left we like that, we can do them. But it's not good for we. It's not good for society. It's not good even for community and development. Government they tell you say, even though now you get for do
society, you don't make up society.
Now me and you.
And the people that they claim say they're not a part of the society.
Well, starting thing and they, Mr. Patrick, starting thing and they, where society they are for, now evil something. You understand, eh? Now that may go send messengers that they punish them, just like the Sodom case with the Bible and the Quran record that day. It they use force for say this thing and a deception on a shaitano, and as time they go, then they understand. And wallahi, gayism, lesbianism, go on the streets, just do podcast on the normal. Let you see the number where they say yes and the number where they say no. That means for say satanic things there, people you can get a few number of people like the few are there. That man the number where they call so Mr. Kamara. I'm sorry, I know we'll talk and it's not lie, but not to something where it be say it real on the ground.
So if you get from, so if I really say, astaghfirullah. God forbid. If you get a family, if you get a family member, we get this fantasy, whether they hide for Duam or at some point, at some stage, it come out when I identify them. What you now go do?
For me, as Islam say, the Almighty Allah no get no sin we need to forgive. We dey try forgive him for you rent him. We dey try rehab now we dey do party possible.
And if it's not possible,
just like well definitely if you know there are government laws.
The person like what Ibrahim say, the person get wetin in love. Now in a company woman now you just dey enjoy. The man na in company man now they enjoy. If not that they get pleasure for and he see say possibility not there for change them. What you go do? God forbid, as stuff like that happen to you, family.
For we
get a family member, we get that kind of nature.
For salon, because definitely like the Islamic states them, then kind sin that they put them together like adultery, married man, a death penalty than they. But here in a secular state, you understand? We as Muslims we go all out for the rent the person rehab. If we tire, not to some society recognize. The government.
So if you want to tap out, they pray for a let die.
No. No, you don't pray for somebody for let die. For like God always.
Is it not what these people are saying here? Is it not what these people are saying here? Stop discrimination, embrace diversity.
We don't get this year. The people in the
because it can happen to anybody. That's what they are saying. Price for example, stop discrimination, embrace diversity.
Now make they say all this na propaganda. There is no discrimination in this. We don't even get people who don't come out clear and family them for saying that
discriminatory.
We just try for prevent this.
So actually say no more if. What if? Anybody?
By the grace of God, because an if question, now probability. Me, no ever happen with family. Because the problem, the orientation, neither you get pastor with family, you do me a family, either you get Christian or Muslim. We not people we not to pagans if you go blind. We get strong, solid religious. Right now this message at the post and our family group. All man they tell me thank you, they applaud me. But just say for tell you say we get religious orientation. I will pray that never happen.
Is it not in the same? Is it not in the same religious houses where reports they come out of the FF thing that we're not supposed to happen there?
Then I just allege that man they allege for say each household get them. Now those allege. Not some real na ground. Even Yusuf, Mr. Pastor the under. You know man way they get widely. And you think deep one. You 5 senses go tell you say this not just propaganda statistics. forget recognition.
All right. Reverend, I don't imagine if, God forbid, 70 times 7, 70 million times 7, if you get a family member, we find yourself in that situation, we get this kind of nature, then we do all things humanly possible, spiritually possible, and otherwise. Then we are not able. We are the killer, we are the pray for
the
like
God
that.
we are the serve, nothing of the way not able for do. So if I get such a person in my family, may God able for changer. And I know say he go change. Me strongly believe that one day. If it's not possible, let the person come out. That's why when they do the discriminate, let them come out.
And because they know say the law they against them, so that they can't.
Well, that means if the law they against you, then stop doing what you are doing. Even this when they talk about the statistics, I am waiting for them to come. I want to know the yardstick when they use for getting statistics and what they get about. Go and talk about research, there are rules and regulations and guidelines you get for follow for come out those kind of statistics. If you get 10,000 people of that kind of people among the community, well, it's easy for identify them, for don't know them. People for sabi them, for don't they talk about them. That black man shumu go more than the community about them. But we know they hear that shumu day because it means they are not in that big number. What happened at Thunder Hill when they see them? What happened? People came out. But that number they not big so. I believe in the right. I respect the right. If you ask a question, if they're not a part of the society,
yes.
They're not part of the society.
Yes.
And because they're not part of the society, therefore live by the norms of the society.
And you know the Malthus theory, right? The Malthus theory.
What is it?
The diversity. The diversity we didn't talk about here.
Yes. The diversity, yes. Not a diversity in that kind of a moral act. If the morality, where you deeper, it affects the moral standard of the nation, of the society, we're not going to accept it for the inner society.
Okay, as we close this conversation, let's start with you. Obviously, yes. The point is with you now, Reverend Dr. Usman Jasifona. How do I want to see this solved? We don't pray in this country. Almost every year, they do crusade, they do seminars, we don't do several counseling, whatever it is. But these are growing concerns. How do we get over them?
I long for the opportunity where somebody go invite me for a face them group of people and they let's talk to them.
Imam Zakaria gets Ibrahim in contact.
No problem. I will never forget the contact. Let's organize for me a meeting. People will really say then are gays and are lesbians. I get an opportunity for talk with them. Right? So after I don't talk with them, I understand what they do. And able to share with them what it means, the things that they need to do, so they'll get sympathy for them.
Okay.
And able to find way for see how we're able to help them for when they come out of the situation inside the day. But the timing, I they pray for them. Everybody in the kind of situation, they not being safe. I they pray for her. Let God open their eyes. Where they're able to see reason.
You mean the person might be spiritually possessed?
It's possible. For now, pray that God able to help them to come out of that situation and they people that know what in this country, them bad addicts them. God have changed them. Today they are saying some of them are even preachers of the Bible or the Quran. So no situation not the way God know able for change.
Okay.
No feeling not the way the power God know able for change.
You almost make our start praise and worship. Nothing no the way God know able. Anyways, let me get over that. It's not a church. Yes. Imam.
Yes, Mr. Patrick, me what they say. If they say the people are a desire, something within them. Not until they start so people in the way, then they into them mama them. Okay, ladies they way into them papa them feeling for in daddy with the same. Okay, brothers then for in sister. But over the years so they manage them. Society they see it happen, but they go all out for nip and at the board and for discourage them day. And even now they see people will get interest in animals. People will get interest in dog, some man a horse, some man a cow. If we say just because the person in feeling now for that day, now into the world can become like an animal world. Where God say the Akhrija man the last days, we go tell like in whom kala an amu, we go tell like na animals them. People then go behave like animal, balhum adollu sabil. Then go even worse past animal. That thing a test case for the religious body. Now a test case for modern government them. If we say they give right to everybody, my brother, we they lost the sense of mortalma, what they call mortalma, we they lost them. over the years, they say picking on the mama. Now I'm feeling that.
But America, United States of America recognize all of these. Yet United States of America is greater than Sierra Leone.
But we know the problems that we did go through. I don't want delve.
Yet almost every Sierra Leone want to go US also.
Yeah. Apart from me.
Yes. Apart from you? Yeah. You don't go there several times.
I don't go tab day.
No, but almost every Sierra Leone want to go stay in the United States of America.
These people.
No, but that's the reality. They recognize all of this.
Patrick,
and all of these practices are there.
Not say every Sierra Leone.
I said almost every Sierra Leone.
Yeah, sure.
These people are not peaceful. Just imagine a man they give speech public in Kilang. These people they don't get peace. Peace no they under.
Who's considering that the world with peace?
They come.
Absolute peace.
What do they enjoy in Africa? Of course, Salone, one of the countries in this year where they always the great the peace.
You don't get peace in Salone.
So what are they trying to say? Any country, the Islam they try for, religion they try for, any nation where reject the law of God and then follow the desire of man. Now problems them. These states where they see protested every day. Look when they arrest people inside government hearing. Senate and they arrest people.
Yes.
Yes, because of problems they would go out of the world where America
is now one of arguably the greatest country in the world.
Not only the greatest,
but they recognize all of these.
Are they peaceful? Are these people peaceful? Say all man they work out gone. Some man they talk na public.
Salone in America. Salone in America, who is safer than the other? Who are the first for good?
Africa. Now because what I want to for our problem is economical problem. Economical poverty now we get not to peace. I swear to God, even this political defense person, if people are economically, they are a bit satisfied. This politics yagba the pass, so good day.
Okay.
People are hungry, and America over the years, now in their ancestors they work on, basically then they enjoy. But people let me not be superpower. Let me go to go and watch no more. Anybody will challenge the laws of God. Or lie any height with times, God they put you down. We're not going to pray for the US let that happen. Not to not be superpower. Read the history. A plenty.
Patrick.
But you go for respect God in laws. Okay. So Lord go to watch. But anybody who deny Allah without any respect, God, with impunity, as time progresses, God will test you.
Right.
You know why would they go through all of these things? You know why would they go through all of these things? Now the poor. Now the poor make with the experience all of this would experience. It's in America where they talk about. It's difficult for who are gentry and who are poor. Because people almost on the same level. For example, it's gangate, if they drive motorcar, and they drive motorcar. You go get a V8, may they drive
V6.
A Toyota Corolla, or may get a V6. But the fact remains here where they say Lord drive go, all they drive go some side. It's gonna tell you can amuse, I will serve you food and give you water for drink. But when you compare that na Salone here today, me Imam they work out together, we did together. The moment my status change, I don't buy motorcar. All my one for no man they get that motorcar. Either they're associated with thief. They're associated with other things. So the next way they do, anybody come to an NKT when they go around, you're ready for giving Torah. Okay. Because you say one for 10, like Reverend for now when they drive motorcar, they get fine house and they get house for sleep. All the here where they happen are for economic values. The one where they promoter are for economic values. The one where they practicer are for economic values. Let me tell you, say for example, let me care now where they arrest you. If they grab tomorrow. So
it is confirmed now that they're in our custody?
I don't know.
No, they may arrest
because the police tell me say they not hold them because they commit crime, according to the legal man. They say they hold them for the safe custody.
Okay.
Personal protection, I made they hold them. So that's the easy. So if they begin and they grab tomorrow, they go to American embassy. They go to the British High Commission, say we live they under stake, go to seek for asylum. The next day,
they give them quick.
Then the American and the England.
And that's one of the reasons.
That is why some of them do that here.
We know.
That's why they're doing it.
All right. Thank you very much, Reverend Dr. Usman Jesifona, General Secretary, Interreligious Council, Sierra Leone, and former Chairman, Human Rights Commission of Sierra Leone. Thank you very much for your time, sir. Thank you also, Imam Zakaria Dumbuya, Chief Imam for Masjid Amin, na Sanda Street, and a double for be the Public Relations Officer or Director of Communications for the National Council of Imams, na Salone. Thank you very much, my scholars. And thank you also to Ibrahim Soro Kamara, National Programs Coordinator for Equality and Gender Sierra Leone, and also Victor Idrissa Lansana. We join all the way from London, when the Vice Chairman for the Human Rights Commission, current Vice Chairman of the Human Rights Commission of Sierra Leone. Now, let's listen to Sierra Leoneans after this studio conversation. Let's listen to Sierra Leoneans out of the studio, what didn't think about the subject matter. Mohamed Kolya compiled some of them thoughts today for we.
When you look at human rights back, human rights give them that, I think say that they good for them. But we watch to the country where we find ourselves, to me it's not good. Because if it been good, God not for we don't make man and make woman. We God make man and woman, the thing say now them two couples and they for country one, then from there we make a family. But if you see make you as a woman, you dey go left man, take you come be woman, you go turn her as man. Me to me outside in all legal today, in all proper tomorrow.
This thing is not part of our culture, but so I thought it will look better small. So some people will look scared, but really, it's not part of our culture. So waiting them feel, and they right because everybody right for living at the world, like when feel to say correct for them. But as I say, we as African, it's not part of our culture. So government for puts at least if we go to parliament, then for put law way for stop renting in this country because it's not part of our culture anyway.
You know, of that same sex we talk of, so to me, I don't feel it's unnecessary. Government is too much of human rights. I think say it help for the good thing they happen a bad thing there. Some human rights things and the way they need for the put stop to, like this now one so. Because when you watch at a religious aspect, God be there against that kind of the same sex to make them get married. God don't destroy a whole nation when at Sodom and Gomorrah. Everybody gets right to your opinion, it's here for live. But if you give too much rights, there are times it come with a atrocity in the nation. Because like that day, as I'm telling the religious aspect, God made against them. So likewise, if you look at too much of right will carry something a calamity for the nation. I don't believe say like them tell they practice so them bad they practice as a result of human rights, they make Salon they suffer. Many at times you see something that happen no more, you will be in doubt why this didn't happen. To me and you, we're not gonna know because we are not involved. But people then the way they cause them, the way they make, with the suffer, they can suffer there. So to me.
Well, this trial will happen. Really, we get Islam, we get Christian in this country. We will get pagan country in this country. At least they will do so. They so for jail at 30 years, let them get 30 years. Let them get example. But let this time stop by this country. But at least if you don't get, I really say something like 5 years, 3 years, then they're small. They so for getting 30 years. Then I set example. Government for set example for to them people there.
Stop.
Yes, government forget stop. Now this now problem in this country, this human rights. Now don't spoil alone. Mostly they in this country, now human rights. Now don't spoil it in this country. It's example if this one again 30 years, they say human rights they can't inside it. Therefore, talk for them.
The Bible and the Quran and talk and say what do all the end? I basically say therefore say lots. Picking the bomb picking. Man they married in company man. Woman they married in company. Let me know they talk about that. Some of the symptoms I basically say that they would only see so. But to we own culture, especially in Sierra Leone, it's totally wrong, my brother. Totally wrong. They make if in the Arab country there, them people in there. I do watch one video back, it happened up. Waterloo, says the first study. Yesterday back, I see it happen back in the same woman. Young titi there. The one they act like man. Then the other one they act like woman. Then they married. But man they not there for married now. It's totally wrong. You know they're part of the culture. So then see how we don't start to. It really will find like government take radical step against some of them people who do their act here. Because Boy picking and day, what the one woman, what the one married. If he says he say you as girl picking, he get the money. He says he say you are married, the man no get money, support her. They married you. You see, but for go marry the compliment, you're wrong. You go born, you no go born. You go multiply. Let's try to man back, you go marry the compliment. You go multiply. It's totally wrong, you know, the part of the society. So both Islam and Christianity, you know, the part of the culture. They really for condemn this act. You know, really correct.
It's not good. Because you the woman, if you go marry to a compliment, how you dey feel? So for me, woman, no, I'm not for say in good. For make like woman to woman married, I don't like the idea. A government for put attention for this, now it stop because of it's not good. Now first is me, I agree so woman to woman they married.
Kotoku, now the easiest way for customer for pay merchant direct from the Orange Money wallet. E fast, safe, and no need physical money at all. Whether na for shopping, for buy food, or for pay for service them. Just pay direct to the merchant in Kotoku wallet and avoid all the stress. It's easy. Just dial #144 *42#. Enter the receiver a mobile number. Enter the amount you want to pay. And enter your secret code. After that, you go receive confirmation message wey go show say the transaction don go through. But not all that normal, you can also scan and pay merchant through the Maxit app. Open the Maxit app, select Orange Money, select scan and pay, scan the merchant in QR code. The merchant number go pop up. Enter the amount wey you want to pay. Enter your secret code.
All right. Thank you, Mohamed Kolia, for compiled forbidden thoughts in the of Sierra Leoneans on the issue of homosexuality in a salon. Now, to the second half of the show with the segments. Let's start with sports. Mohamed Tubikagbo there with me in the studios. Mohamed Tubikagbo, good evening. Please don't talk about Manchester United.
No, I'll not. I'm not getting anything fact. I mean,
No, spoil me. Don't spoil my day.
I'm not going to spoil you day. Today, the news for Manchester United is a very big one. And even when we see the news, I doubt, say, oh, this club gets this kind of richness, then rich in terms of finance. But still,
I'm money with it.
No, for each that side. So it's all about boxing. Let's start with boxing. So Crawford don't become the first boxer in the history for them fight in all three divisions. And of course, he don't be champion in all of them three divisions then they. In the world of boxing, you also get to look at people where don't fight the sport, but also a heavyweight boxer, because the current undisputed heavyweight champion, now the Ukrainian, where now Alexandra Usyk is the current heavyweight champion. But for Crawford, I don't become the first man for being undisputed champion in 3 weight division. So it's a very big one for the boxer for acquire this kind of a very, very big mileage in terms of boxing, pardon me, and they don't make a significant progress. Let me look at other updates we'll get in store for you. So Champions League football starts yesterday. And Arsenal being go to Bilbao, of course, Arsenal will win by 2-0. Well, the 2 substitutes in the second half, Gabriel Martinelli and Leandro Trossard, now be the 2 players will be on target for Arsenal, and Arsenal will get all 3 points against Bilbao. now one of the most difficult stadium for visits. San Mamés, a stadium in Real Madrid, Barcelona, all never forget a point last season where Arsenal started a very good footing. They don't manage to get 4 clean sheets in the last 12 games in the Champions League. Well, there is a very big story where you see in front of his screen. This is the Spain Prime Minister. We will make a very bold statement that if Israel qualify for the World Cup in the United States, Spain will boycott the World Cup. Reason being that, according to the Prime Minister, that the constant threat with Israel done this show to the wall. And if Israel qualify, it means that Spain not going to play this World Cup, according to the Prime Minister. Patrick, it's significant. We all know currently the current situation in France for Prime Minister just within 12 months of Macron. And we also don't see Israel, the attack on Qatar, as they accuse Qatar of giving life back or heaven to Hamas, as Israel been the same. But this come up from the Spain Prime Minister with the directive of the president, say if Israel qualifies, Spain will not play the World Cup. Do you think politics is widely interfering now in football?
Politics always on the eat into the fabrics of football all over the world. It's just that they don't have to make an outright position, say, yes, national politics, they go in the meander or they penetrate. But national politics, governance politics across the world, from one country to the other, always. Because firstly, to start with, before the football association of a country, there is a country first.
Yeah.
There is a country. Hence, for example, the Sierra Leone Football Association. And not just Football Association Sierra Leone. Even if you get Sierra Leone after, now the country where you did, now make you get that association.
I want to agree with you. We all see when the
country first.
When the World Cup, when they tour with the FIFA Club World Cup.
We don't go United States of America.
Yes, head of states them.
Yes, heads of states. Yeah. So you cannot divorce politics from football. Yes. But this is and now the issue between Israel and Spain, the Spanish Prime Minister declaring that then go boycott the World Cup if Israel qualified. I think Israel gradually over time don't make the rest of the world or most parts of the world don't begin hate them for what they know they do, you know, with their stubbornness in attacking on
one of the
allegedly unnecessarily.
The question there, we want for run to other updates then, but me fear now or worrying this, maybe this will be a strategy for ease down the pressure on Israel, because if other countries say the same, FIFA will be left with no option. It's either disqualifying Israel if
what
they
happened
qualify.
to Russia? Russia being
Russia FIFA suspend them and FIFA as well.
Russia being suspended from every FIFA football activities.
Yeah.
Every FIFA competition. Russia, when they attack Ukraine, remember?
Yeah.
So we also, me and my possibly be to look forward to FIFA doing same to Israel, putting same ban or suspension, just as then slam on Russia. Russian clubs cannot play the European Champions League.
Yeah.
They used to get very good clubs where they play European Champions League.
And just allow Russian players to play for
Sparta
the
Moscow
respective club.
and
Yes.
the whole lot of
Moscow.
CSK Moscow and all of those clubs. But they were banned since they invade Ukraine. They were suspended. They know they take part in any FIFA competitions.
Yeah.
So why not do same to Israel?
Well, Israel is one of the most powerful countries in the world.
So the discrimination continues. So it's either you continue to protect Israel or we back out. Choose.
All right. So who feels it knows it? So Chris Wilder returned back to Sheffield United as head coach of the club. This man don't spend half of his coaching career coaching this club. Then sack him at the end of the current season of last year. But then play 2 games in the championship, then decide, say, they will bring somebody where it's a red and white in blood. So Chris Wilder, the return back to Sheffield United. So in times of huddle, you might be in huddles. You might be seeing the Queen in front of your screen, and you might ask yourself the big question, why it don't make headlines again? So this now in 4th consecutive term, it done the win with a very good record, about 100 women's hurdles in the current World Championship where they carry on right now in Tokyo. So Toby in first record where he set, now been 12.36. So now he came back and beat your record back. And they don't set a new record now of 12.23, 4 consecutive term. She's a Nigerian, by the way. And I remember a few years back, Salone gets female with a challenge in 100 meter hurdles. But now, Nigeria don't be a dominant force in Africa. When it comes to long sprinting race, you could consider the Kenyans, especially in the area of marathon. But currently, in the 100 meter hurdles, she's called Toby, by the way, not Mion Toby. Mion Toby, not T-O-B-Y, Toby Amusa. Yes, but currently...
Not Mohamed Toby Kagu.
But yet still, I'm an athlete. I'm also a footballer, by the way. You go film one of these days. So that is for Nigeria. And currently in the World Championship, World Championship in Tokyo, we don't see fantastic performance from the African nation. So we all see Ashingtonians women's team after their first appearance in the Women's Premier League. And as much as not to be a good run for them, but they don't secure a sponsorship deal with Say No to Drug and Barry Help Foundation. Say No to Drug and Barry Help Foundation, these are two great guys, Ivorian sailors, and Barry Help, where done this year best thing for tackle drug abuse and also stop the violence. And they don't be a key partner in so many community leagues across the country, and now they don't get a partnership with a female club as a key sponsor for them first division, because Ashingtonians women's team, not before surviving the league in their first appearance, then relegated back to the second division of women's football. So this is a deal we signed. We talked to Ivorian Silas and he confirmed to us that yes, it's true, and they don't go into that partnership there with Ashingtonians women's team. So this is the big news what Boss Patrick, that it will be a great news for all Manchester United supporters. So the man in front of the big screen now, the tall man, is Sir Jim Ratcliffe. So Manchester United don't announce a record revenue of £666.5 million, despite no Champions League football. So this now within Manchester United don't make as revenue. £666.5 million.
Please spare me that news.
Manchester United, one of the best clubs in Europe.
I'm not interested in their money. I'm interested in the team winning, and that's what gives me joy. Just like we get joy in mighty Blackpool winning, but both clubs at home and away performing abysmally poor.
Naneki say you suffer born Salone, support Manchester United.
They support mighty Blackpool. As strong, no matter strong internally. God give me strength.
No, well, if you call out football analysts, economists for breakdown this for Manchester United.
I'm not interested in their money.
Now,
the fans are not interested in their money. It is the winning ways.
It's not about the money. Now, let me look, say, you can only get better players where you get the better money. Take it or leave it. Arsenal spend over £200+ million in this short transfer. Then bring in 8 players, and they're having the results. Manchester United will go back to glory days if they bring somebody that is red-blooded for them at the sideline. For me, the mistake of Manchester United, I think, Ruud van Nistelrooy should have been.
And he give the option, say, the only club where he will serve as assistant coach is Manchester United.
Yes.
If not Manchester United, he will not be an assistant at any club. And they let him go. At the time, he was already performing better. And he would already get himself bonded with the team, with the squad. But them bringing Amorim, where in system kind of no. Anyways, let's forget about Manchester United.
Don't give
me heart attack. Don't give me heart attack, please. Let's continue with your updates.
We'll get a lot of the updates, but of course, we just want for bring to you this. And don't forget to say, currently, we Wafu under-17 women's team. They lead against Senegal by 0-0 at the SKD Stadium for the under-17 girls. And by next week, we will see under-17 boys who will play in Mali for the under-17 Nations Cup qualifiers. But the reality about that, up till now, the boys them now undergo them pre-MRI test before they travel to Mali. For now, all this will bring to you on Sports Update.
Thank you, Mohamed Toby Kagbo. Not give me further heart attack about Manchester United, neither mighty Blackpool. Now, to the next item of our program this afternoon. Business. School will reopen, of course, but the items we for use for go school, they still remain a little bit on the high side. We'll find out if that is still so, even on the first week of school reopening. If the prices remain on the high side, Masanyanga will find out that.
Welcome to another edition of Today Business News. Today, Akawaka and St. John. Now, the Edikan Investment Enterprises where they sell books and other things them way na school items. I did talk with Mr. Edward Kanu, we na the CEO of this particular business. As we all know, school already opening. We can know how sales stand like presently. Books and they sell. How the book and they sell? How the challenges they for Mr. Kanu. Just listen to it, Mr. Edward Kanu, who get for sale, but the sales presently, how it's handled. Good afternoon and welcome to Slick Television.
Welcome.
Okay, you go start for tell family where they watch you presently. How what's your business where na the Edikan bookshop? How business handled?
Me na Edward Kanu. Of course, my business name na Edikan Investment Enterprise, St. John. But business is not as usual because now we get constraints. Because almost all schools now they get bookshop, so we find it very difficult. No school not in Africa we not get bookshop within their premises. So now we find it very difficult. Parents are not go. In fact, some book lists and what we see and they write and they boldly, strictly, books available in school, strictly. So if you can't go any other book safe, the school not they check them, and they tell us take care and go back, come back to me. You see, this time they go through. But no, before Lekka school be open, so you don't forget chance for interview me. You go see the crowd now. Before you go see the crowd now all over. Some they na do, some they inside, but now directly opposite. Like I say, all schools they get them bookshop, they get their outlets them. If you know they inside the school self, but go they very near to the school. So they don't take the business now we hand. Well, you see, first now we sell books them to the comrade them. But teachers they don't take the business now we hand. The card they say. Now then they come by, so we some they can get and somewhere they go sell directly to the parents them. And they put them directly to them say this now compulsory. Books compulsory from the school. If you buy them out, you bring and come, they know they books them. So in fact they stamp them.
So now don't try to reach out to the schools then they make at least when they will establish business communications.
Another work except governments come in. You see? Because let the teacher dey in teaching field. Who they na the business line, they for left food in the business line. But now like I say they don't take her absolutely off from we. It's not easy. But thank God at least we're able to survive. But it's not easy. It's quite different. You know they compare with in those days. Like them then 2000, 2005, 2008, 2009, 2010. From 2012 now we begin get problem. Where private school then begin come inside, and they see schools and government assisted schools and they see how private school and they make money per sales of books. Then self just get just pop in the business.
So the book them way on they sell and the one where they sell from the school are different books them, not the same subject,
not
the same model.
Not the same. But first them come and they can directly to we. They can't tell you. But now it's different. They come and they can't show we again. Because the women's cobra go to school and they tell and say the books and then at school they buy any side we know they check them. Teacher invoice, he get more weight to the parents than any other person. We see the teacher don't tell and say these books and then at school. No way. And then just get for buy.
So you want to say this particular year of school opening from 2012 to now, sales very poor?
Very poor, very poor. We just manage them, but sales are very, very poor. One, the economic constraints, because some parents are really they want to buy, but the money is not there. Money not there. That's not the hard fact. Money not there. Some states today, school don't open, or some states today they come for prices. Price this book list for me. We don't price and they say they come. Just imagine where school don't open. So say to the parents and they come, bring book list, price this book list for me. We don't price, I say they come. And this is what they go through. It's not easy. Well, because now when somebody come with a container, again for look, he pay the under, take clear on our taki. Then he sit down now, you know how much he don't spend. Then before he begin make sales. Because some you go tell you say, but I just come on a key. I get for make myself for slash, see how I can sell them. And you see, and some will not go blame them because we go bring you goods them. Say they pull on our taki, what they cost you? It just all them expenses then they get for add a number to the business. So that at least you go able to pull you money, then you get small profits. But not easy. Let Papa government help we at least let the business people deal with the business people, teachers then let them dey in the classroom for teach the picking them. Let not force the picking them. If they give book list, let not force the picking. We don't buy na school, let buy the. But let not force come rather and say pauper, therefore buy na school. Because if them give book list no more, we not say okay, let's compete with them. No, not a problem. Because the comrade go look, we say they get some cheaper, they go buy. But when they force them say pauper, if you come with any other book, we know they take them. So comrade and just get for go buy. And they come. This one teacher say na school for buy them. I say I see now they write 50 million, me go give am 30 million. He say no, teacher say pauper na school they buy them. You see? So now this will they go through.
Inside today's edition, we decide for look at school materials as school just open. My name na Masanyanga. Here we go come with another edition of We Business News as a Tata and continue for listening to Slick TV, channel 37.
Thank you, Masanyanga, for the business news. Later in the headlines review with James Kamaramane, Salon Water Company Salwako might start cutting services to certain authorities and service users. Why and how they plan to do that, we'll find out later. First, though, we'll travel updates for you for tomorrow, Thursday, in case you they go out of the country or they travel into the country or plan for a pick up or drop a passenger at the airport. Starting at 5 o'clock in the morning, Sky Airlines flight KP023 go left Banjul de Gambia, stop na Freetown International Airport. At 5 after 8 in the morning, go Accra, Ghana, and finally reach Lome, Togo at 8:45 in the morning. At 8:30 in the morning, Sky Airlines flight KP02043 go take off from Banjul, the Gambia, and he head to Freetown International Airport. He reached 10 after 9 in the morning before he continue for Lome, Togo. At 1 o'clock in the afternoon, Sky Airlines flight KP022 go left Lome, Togo, make stops near Accra, Ghana, and Freetown International Airport. He reached Banjul, the Gambia at 4:45 in the evening. For you to travel overnight or plan for pickup or drop a passenger at the airport, Turkish Airlines flight TK533/4 go left 9:30 Nanet from Istanbul, Turkey, and make stops in Ouagadougou, Burkina Faso. It reached Freetown International Airport 10 after 1 in the morning, and then return to Istanbul, Turkey 1 hour later, that's 10 after 2 in the morning. Also at 11:30 Nanet, Royal Air Maroc flight 8569 go left Casablanca, Morocco, stop in Monrovia, Liberia, and reach Freetown International Airport 20 after 2 in the morning. Continue go Casablanca, Morocco 1 hour later. That I travel update for Thursday. And we'll move to the entertainment corner and join the Nejas here tomorrow.
Welcome to the Entertainment Corner, where we get all the juicy and interesting entertainment update. My name is Deneja Sia Tumoy. I see the hot, it up. This is Slick TV, channel 37. Now one motorcar and boku money, $10,000 US. 87 level marriage. King's Empire Hotel, House of Stars form available right now for $65, with equivalent to $1,500 in Leones. You want to be a star? You want to get you host, get you motorcar, and you money? Go buy your form and audition now. As it is hot, it is up. November 8th, we get the epic fiesta in Paradise City, Aberdeen Beach. Wait you to wait. Grab your tickets for just 100 Leones. Come shake body. Enjoy from 12 o'clock Sunday till clean. The epic oldies corner, they happen October 11 now FSSG Hall. Guess what? It's on a Saturday and we host DJ now DJ Wonder. Stay tuned, stay connected, forget more. Welcome back now we Entertainment Corner, and right now the Entertainment Corner we get DJ Wonder. DJ Wonder.
Yes.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Oldies champion.
Of course, you already know.
So we say, we understand, say we get epic Oldies Corner, October 11, FSSGs. Why oldies?
Well, the old people have been left out for a very long time. So I sit in my corner and say, you know what? There's a need because them we don't did here before. Even we did inside entertainment now, they were there before. So why would we left them out? So that's why I decided to make Oldies Corner, because you know say old people in the worker. They're always in at the corner. And say that post where sit down, all post where sit down. The Sifa pass you claim that high building for see over you don't say. That's why I created the show Oldies Corner.
DJ Wonder.
Yes.
What do you expect on October 11?
Well, now waiting we don't happy no more. We will first time people we don't enjoy. And I make this to you notice and to listeners and viewers out there. FSSG also the first tennis way band they play from the 70s. That's what I see and say, oh, yeah, a new venue, why they carry the show there? No, make no mistake. Band show them, they take place from the 70s. You understand them? And of course, on that day, obviously, get for be a band. Band get for day done, musical set get for day. You understand, eh? And the band set get for start because now old people them. You know, they get for know the music when they play. And the band set an old band, they get for know the music when they play. After we show the entire, me go come and play for them because, you know, that's why they take the show from the radio to the dance hall because someone go see, who is this Wonder? Anyway, I'm 79 years old.
DJ Wonder is 79 years old. Wait till you are waiting now.
The youngest old pa.
DJ Wonder.
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
What you are less don't wait now for baby.
You will wait, well...
now you saw it.
Because this is history in the making,
yes,
like first
for the
edition,
first time.
You know.
In Sierra.
Now we all go together and FSSG school on October 11, we go make history together.
Now we go shake body.
For just 100 Leones.
Of
course.
DJ Wonder.
Yes.
You have to give me back-to-back, tight one.
Why not? Then they obviously like they happy no more already. They can start the show. They start with 30 minutes non-stop hits. I come back na the mic and can count the topic for discuss. Then I continue with non-stop hits. 30 minutes, of course, up to 1 hour. From the 9 o'clock normally, phone line you open. We don't know. But phone line can don't close 10:30. We get to 1 hour, 30 minutes ago. Non-stop all these hits. I will say people are going to see that one day, that day, October 11 at FSSG school hall.
So imagine they get them on radio. Why you don't get our all net now?
Go see for yourself physically. Bang, Koko. Wait till they wait. The youngest old pa, na me.
The youngest old pa, DJ Wonder, just for
100 Leones.
Now FSSG come. DJ Wonder.
Yes.
We deal with you that day.
Of course, why not?
Side to our we deal
if you know the day you lost, because it serves as a learning point for the Gen Zs them. I don't know if that's what they call her. We come in a old pa. You know him?
I'm a millennial.
Astagfirullah. Me na old pa. This show they serve as learning points for the young one who work up. Go see how people they dress today. Go see how first the people they enjoy. And mind you get for good, you na Gen Z get for good. I just want to make you know say they go outside grandpa day, outside granny day, outside uncle day, outside auntie day, outside mama and papa day. I don't need for go. I they talk like big man. For nothing for do that day because they serve as a learning point. You know we teach in a class, give up pay attention.
No way to you for do. Epic Oldies Corner just for 100 Leones. DJ Wonder.
Yes.
Thank you for coming.
You're welcome, my dear. Thank you too. Thanks for having me.
Sana all we get for the Entertainment Corner. Me your name the net just here tomorrow and this na Slick TV channel 37. I see the hot. It is up. Thank you for watching.
Unwrapping recapping some of the day's stories now. Here is James Kamaramane with some of the stories among the lots. Hello, James. Good evening.
Good evening, and thank you, Patrick. So here we go straight to the National Medical Supply Agency. Also, I see the whole press release today. These are within they talk about inside the press release. Dated 17 September 2025. It's a commencement of third quarter nationwide inaugurated distribution. They said the National Medical Supply Agency is pleased to announce the start of the third quarter nationwide inaugurated distribution of essential medicine and medical supply for 2025. This follows the successful completion of the first and second quarter distribution earlier this year. The distribution covers medicine for HIV, tuberculosis, malaria, reaching 24 hospitals and 16 district medical stores, with onward last mile delivery to primary health units, PHUs, across Sierra Leone. The commodities valued at approximately $3 million are provided with support from the Global Fund and are expected to serve government facilities for the next 3 months. NMSA mandated to procure, warehouse, and distribute drugs and medicine and medical supplies nationwide. Conduct 4 integrated distribution annually to strengthen health service delivery across the country. These commodities are not for sale. Anyone found selling them would face severe penalty under the law.
So the medicine for HIV, tuberculosis, malaria, they're not for sale?
Not for sale. This is now for 24 countries them.
24 hospitals.
24 hospitals them for within the 16 districts medical stores them as salon.
That are the regional and district hospitals.
So they are not for sale. So this I don't make them clear one way can take the medicine them. Sometimes for the intended purpose, they use them for the intended purpose, rather they can decide for use them for something else. Now the National Medical Service Agency don't make them very clear that these medicine are not for sale. And if they find out say you sell them, the law could be too serious one. Now they want that. So go straight to Kerry Town, outside they get a groundbreaking moment. Where in this the community way, they know when they see girl begin, they attend senior secondary school. And also, inside this town, they open the first ever girl begin school, senior secondary school, in this area, so in Kerry Town. Look, we join Aminata Kamara for more of this.
For believing in His Excellency the President and for believing in his vision. God bless you. May this be a sanctuary of hope.
The opening ceremony drew national attention with key dignitaries and supporters pledging their commitment to the Academy's mission. Among them was Kasha Cole, who pledged unwavering support towards the school's development and sustainability.
Thank you so much, and we pray that this institution will grow for St. Christian, and we will tell you that at all times you have our support. If you don't get me, you get Mr. President.
First Lady Dr. Fatima Mada Bio, a vocal advocate for girls' rights in education, hailed the Academy's launch as a turning point for education and girls.
Every girl in Sierra Leone deserves the absolute best, and Olive Academy is the absolute best. Olive B Academy is not just bricks and mortar. It is the sanctuary for learning, a safe space of empowerment, and a beacon of progress. This academy is a declaration that our daughters matter, that their futures are valid, and that their voices will no longer be silenced. Today, we gather not only to cut a ribbon, but to open a door to opportunities, a door to transformation, and a door to the boundless potentials of the Sierra Leonean girl child.
I didn't get Madam Umini family for the general this community. We are now and to this community we already are
Olive B Academy is poised to become a beacon of progress not just for Keriton but for the entire nation. For Slick TV News, Aminata Kamara.
Women in the media, Sierra Leone, don't hold a briefing on ECOWAS petition as they cry for justice for Umu Toronka Wenami, former staff of the Sierra Leone Broadcasting Corporation. For more on this, we could join Masa Yanga on this story.
This press briefing is our collective response. It is our way to say enough is enough. Enough to silence, enough of impunity, enough to the normalization of abuse in our newsroom. Almost courage to speak out, even in the face of threat and exile, self-exile, is a reminder of the strength that lies in truth. And as women in the media, members of the press, we must not only echo her voice, we must amplify it. We must demand accountability, not just for her, but for every woman who has been in the newsroom and who has endured quietly. Today, we will share the details of the petition submitted to the ECOWAS Court of Justice. But more than that, we will share a vision of a media landscape where dignity is non-negotiable, where freedom of expression should be protected, and where no journalist should be punished for doing her job. Let me take this moment to welcome you again, and let me say, let this moment be a turning point. Let it be the beginning of a louder, stronger, and united for justice.
I am Umu Toronka, a broadcast media journalist from Sierra Leone and a women's rights advocate. For over a decade, I worked for the SLBC regional office in Makeni. I rose through the ranks from reporter, announcer, presenter, producer, freelancer, and a fixed-term contract staff to head of marketing and entertainment. On July 26, 2024, I received a call from my station manager informing me that I had been summarily dismissed by the management of SLBC. Imagine working for an institution like SLBC since 2014 and one morning being dismissed over a phone call for posting a public video on my TikTok page. On July 23, 2024, my colleagues and I covered a presidential town hall meeting held at the Bintumani International Conference Center in Freetown, which was simulcast at the Makeni City Council Hall. At the height of the meeting, a particular lady insisted on asking the president about the poor living conditions of the masses, following the rise in prices of local commodities and services. We all saw what happened. She was humiliated and harassed before she was reluctantly allowed to ask her questions. Later that day, I posted a video excerpt from the town hall meeting showing the lady posing her questions on my TikTok page. For better context, I added a brief narration of what transpired. The video attracted thousands of views, comments, and likes. On July 25, 2024, I began receiving threatening messages from TikTok users. Some threats came as derogatory comments, others as direct messages, and some even as phone calls from unknown numbers. On July 26, 2024, I received a phone call from my station manager, informing me that my video had offended SLBC management in McKinney and Freetown, and that he had been directed to terminate my employment immediately. Despite all the pressure, harassment, and intimidation from unknown individuals, I refused to delete the videos. On August 26, 2024, these individuals even visited my residence in McKinney, as confirmed by my relatives. To protect my family from harm, I sought refuge outside the country. Life has not been easy since then. During my years at SLBC, I made many sacrifices to serve the institution. Even without pay, I would wake up early as 4 a.m. and trek over an hour on lonely roads and hilltops to the isolated station on Mena Hills in McKinney, just to present the flagship program, Contriblai. Regardless of the weather, I remained committed because I loved serving the public through journalism. The culture of sexual harassment within SLBC and the media landscape at large is troubling and central to my case. Although I was qualified for a permanent contract and repeatedly promised one, I was denied because I refused to give in to sexual advances from my superiors in both McKinney and Freetown. I was told outright that if I wanted a permanent contract, I had to sleep with them. Because I refused, I was passed over for years. In 2018, the SLBC McKinney station manager invited me to a meeting at a colleague's house and attempted to rape me. He exposed himself and tried to force himself on me. I reported this to the Director General and my colleagues, but no disciplinary action was taken. Instead, the station manager suspended my stipend, removed me from programs, and verbally harassed me during live shows and meetings. On one occasion, he even grabbed my buttocks while I was reviewing a document in his office. Despite this, I held my head high and refused to give in.
I rise today not merely as counsel to Ms. Umu Toronka, but as an officer of the law compelled to speak where silence would amount to complicity. What you have just heard from Madam Umu Toronka is not only the account of women's ordeal, it is a piercing indictment of institutional betrayal.
The Sierra Leone Water Company, where we can call Salwaco, they are on a mission for clear all the debt them where customer owe them. Because of that, the managing director, Engineer George Lamine, say one of the strategies for collect all the debt and for the law handle them. And if the customer then fail for paying their debt, make a listen to her.
We are on a drive for make sure, say we customers and we not able to pay for one reason or the other. We don't reinforce the actions that we done take previously, so that we will encourage them for the one and they were not able to pay or not they pay for whatever reason they're not able to pay. We bring them into discussion, we engage them and make sure say those payments that are hanging out, we bring them money then into the company in coffers. Not till now we decide for that. What do they do now actually? We reinforce the action. All the actions that what they take, we don't take them before. We don't engage them in meetings, we don't do letters to them, we don't make payment plans. Some of them we don't come through, but some of them still not able to come through. So what they do now is like try to close the window. We make sure that if they give them too much laxity, we try for close the laxity. So that the one they will not able to pay, for whatever reason, we will able to go according to the books, we will disconnect them, we will get in touch with them, we make payment plan, the one where they do the payment, where they live by the payment plan, let them able to pay all, but once you go by the payment plan, we will reconnect you, and then you continue to get your service. Well, we believe, say, if we implement the action here and we succeed, one of the things it will help with, it will increase revenue base. You know, we are a company, We're a profit-making company. So what we need money for us able to offer more services. Because the more money we get, now the more services we will be able to extend to the customers then, and the more customers that we will bring our network. But actually that is the objective for where we would exist. We don't need to do sensitization plans, sensitization movements will be done. They get in touch with them through meetings, through marketing windows. So then they will call them, we can make payment plan. We also get other windows that we engage with them. We get electronic window. We they pay through AfriCell money, Afri money, we they pay also through Orange money, we they pay through the commercial banks. So they use various means then for engage them for pay. We they make sure say we intensify with outreach to them through like this kind of interview, through marketing platform. We do radio engagement, we do community engagement, we do town hall engagement, we do one-on-one contact with the customers then. We therefore also educate them on the need for them pay them bills, because it's only by paying for the service that the service will be continuous. First of all, we actually try to make sure that as best as we can, let us reach to a situation outside an institution of comply or fail for comply, and we take action that way more drastic than the one that we take. But what we will therefore do if we get cause for it to that stage day, then we will get a recourse to legal action. We will force them for pay, and we no want for take customers through that, because customer relationship is to make sure that we be friendly to customers. We no allow to take a customer through any particular situation where it will be very unfriendly with them. But if we have to do that, they will not go get no alternative but for take legal action. A message to customers, the one that we owe to even the one that we knock out on we network it when our potential customers, is for making them get the awareness say we need for pay for the services. Like Abido earlier say, the idea is not for get customers out of the network, because if we get customers out of the network, what will happen, even the national agenda of universal coverage, we not be able to achieve them. But it's a win-win situation. So let them know say we offer the services to them, then they self offer the service and they self pay within they consume, and that will able help for them to get more customers on the network, more people then get water, and then we achieve the national goal where the government has set to the national agenda.
All this we get for you now, the midweek headline review, and maybe we can come to you today. My name is James Kamaramane.
Thank you, James. We'll join you tomorrow with another edition. And this now what we bring to you in this edition of the Today Show this Wednesday. Tomorrow we'll bring you a fresh edition. Thank you to we take time for joining the show. Thank you to guests then also in the show earlier, and to the production team. Until tomorrow, Patrick Salia saying good evening.
Every second that the society they make headline, and the issue